how much you can ruin your game as Hungary? Well, let's take a look at this one particular disaster saving that we received from Vixen. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you want to get notified about the future videos and join the community to get the special emotes and ranks and of course support the channel. Well, that's number 4 great power with the highest amount of the development, more or less up to date with the technology. So what the hell is wrong with this nation? Oh, I can see already. -3 stability, no prestige, no legitimacy, so we are just after the bankruptcy. Not a problem, not a problem. We are not the best of economy, so in the middle to the next bankruptcy. How many loans do we have? It's already next 3 loans that we've taken. That's not helpful. 18 of inflation. At least we have a lot of crown, so we could at least sell it, but you can see that we have 4 of rebels. So why not we start dealing with these rebels? Some of these boys simply doing carpet siege. And why would you keep the fort in Naxos? This is not of use for us. Let me just go and clear the forts a little bit. So this one is useful. These 3 forts are very great to stop from potential attack from the Ottomans. But over here, I don't think we need all of these forts. Yeah, let me get rid of the fort over here and the fort over here. The rest can stay. Now, as for these boys, I'll leave artillery and cav on the fort, while the rest of the army will start going north to go and besiege these provinces. While this 2000 will go over here and over there, so get rid of all of their best ASAP. Now we have a couple of ships, but I would like to reorganize them because I have no idea what's happening. There's so many of them. Let's take a look at the economy again. So you're paying 20 ducats, that's half of our income on the state maintenance. That's not right. Let's see the state edicts. No, I think that's the first time I actually see someone using the wrong state edict for all of the states that we are having. Okay, so let me just go and turn them off. If you are thinking how to turn them off really quickly, you can just go to the states in the macro builder, state edicts, and so they were all enacted 3 months ago. Okay, I'll cancel them later. We are heavily behind in the ideas, which is fine. While for the stability, we're paying 200 per one. It's internal conflicts, religious unity, in regency at the same time. This all hurts, guys. This all hurts. To stop the internal conflicts, I have to get rid of the rebels, fix the unrest, and fix the stability. And fix the stability a lot. So let me maybe first wait for the regency to end. And while that will be happening, I will anyway take at least level 1 advisors. Remember, if you are big enough, like majority of the cases, you should have at least level 1 advisors on each, because it's a waste of mana. Look how cheap they are compared to our other spendings. What about the alliances? Okay, we have a Riga alliance. Bohemia and Naples are our PUs, and what the hell? Why Naples is having 47,000 troops? Did they take quantity ideas? Yes, they got offensive and quantity ideas. So let me see, we could ally Genoa, which is fairly big. And we still have one more place for the alliance, which is gonna be Brandenburg. So we are Orthodox, not Catholic. We have some consecrated metropolitans, but still this is at the level of 1. Even though we have Hagia Sophia. So why don't we do nothing? There's nothing that I can really do about that. Let me actually try getting not the tax meta advisor, but the stability cost advisor for admin. And looking at our ideas that we are filling and how standing with the mana, I'll change our focus to admin. Now as always, just to siege this down quickly, I'll do a beautiful carpet siege, just to make sure that rebels are dealt with. In the meantime, we are getting more of them, obviously. Not really sure what to do with the stack of the navy. We don't have the Karak, really. These guys can go and protect trade in Constantinople. For these guys, you could just go and hunt pirates in Ragusa, while the second stack will go and hunt pirates in Constantinople, while the rest of the navy can be turned off. That will save us a little bit of the money. It's like 5th advisor that I'm retiring, looking for the stability cost one. There we go, the stab cost guy. Just to take the stab cost guy, I need to take... Oh my god. Yeah, we have 7 interest per annum because of our negative stability. But it is what it is. To take care of the stability, I have to pay loans for the stab cost guy. And once Lochunia takes on the throne, this will be a little bit cheaper. Now, next step was fixing our economy is using the CAF units. 4k CAF units is gonna change absolutely nothing for us, so I'm just gonna not use them to save more money and keep fixing the balance. Obviously delete the fort in Naxos, so nobody needs it here. Even in Shadows, the Regency wants to be prolonged. No. We need to stop him. That's 50-50. That now effect, or regency will prolong. Screw it. We need to stop him. And what just happened? Yeah, the regis ends in a couple of months. Perfect. Look, there's Byzantium here on this one province of Chios. This is actually good because we have 2 missions done for Age of Reformation, and with the third one, convert another nation, the Catholic, we can start the Golden Era. House of Bethlin. That means that we have a new king and 5-6 to heir. This is just perfect. There we go. Now it's 166. That's still a hell expensive. But at least we've got back our legitimacy, so there'll be less rebels, and if I do this once, twice, we need to do this 2 more times to get rid of the internal conflicts. But already with this 2, we can see there are almost no rebels. I can stop all of them except Tolchu, with just my army stopping the rebels like that. That's what I was afraid of. I forgot to turn off the state eggs, but no, it's just perfect. It's just perfect. It's 1 year. They just go and turn them off. So if you're thinking, why I'm deleting the state edicts, they're increasing your trade power. Well, the thing is, the state edicts are increasing the state costs by 200%. So unless you have really a lot of trade centers in the state, and you need this trade power in your node, then it might be worth to actually take it. Especially in the capital state, where you're not getting that expensive maintenance. Otherwise, just like in this case, no, don't do that in like all of your provinces because it's a huge waste of money. I was paying 20 ducats for my state maintenance, now it's just 7. So you can see my balance is just -8. So once I deal with the rebels and turn off my armies, I'll be having positive balance. The economy will be based on the gold for some time. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go the state edicts for the dev costs. And have it a few more times to get it to 10, so this way we're having 53 of income. That's still very little, but that's also a positive balance because we are paying for the reinforcements. 0 stability, which means almost no rebels, and we have 13 of balance and exactly 1000 development. Now, something that I didn't notice, I thought that that's obvious. I even sent ships to protect my turn in Constantinople, but I'm not using any merchants here. So, what is happening? Why am I transferring from Vienna? Oh, I didn't notice that. Okay, let's collect in Constantinople instead of transferring from Vienna. And it might be more worth to collect in Ragusa than transfer to Pest, because we have 2 liters of trade power in Pest. But step by step, we're gonna check it. First, let's see the tradesman in Constantinople. That's gonna change my income. Instead of 8.2, we've got 14 of income. And now what if collecting Ragusa instead of transferring from there? Instead of 1404, that's 14.5, so a slight increase for us. I really wish I hadn't have to do that, but I'm gonna cancel these 3 states. Very sorry. And I'm gonna add all of these provinces to a trade company, because there's a huge chance that we will get 3rd merchants thanks to it. This trade company has 27 of power, so they're of course lacking a little bit. We can start investing into them by increasing the trade centers. This province does not have enough development, so it's dev twice, have enough mill points, boost it to level 2, and slowly we get it to 50%. Ideally, you just need Synop, and that's gonna be it. So as planned, let's just go and force religion on Byzantium. There's gonna be plenty of allies helping them, but you can see they have no armies, so just go and declare and start taking them down. You can write away white PC and are very helpful, please. Use their stability. Back to 1, end of the internal conflicts. Additional stability for us, so absolutely no, almost no more rebels in the country. I don't know what the hell is wrong with this Naples. With only this province, they have 64,000 active troops, 300 development, they have more troops than us. But you know what, as I have 80 of income right now, I can also start investing a little bit into bigger amount of the armies, and I'll just start with building up some pure infantry, just to have pure numbers, to make our vassals loyal. Now it's 51-52, so if you go to Naples, spend a few mill points, make them loyal, and ask them to start sieging Genoa, it's gonna be far easier. This is the mission that you really want to get when you have a high inflation. So if I get my inflation below 5, I get trade efficiency, monthly outflow change, and the prestige. Separate piecing bar, remember, if you just go and rival list of them, you're gonna get a lot of additional prestige, and that was far more in the past. They just nerfed it a little bit, but it's still very good. We are gonna get 15 prestige for us, so right now it's at least positive. From Genoa, I'm gonna take these 2 provinces, especially that one of them is a trade center in Crimea. There it goes. While from over here, first of all, let's separate piece Epirus. Just go and take it with full money. And from Byzantium, no, it's not gonna be full annexation because we want to enforce religion on them, remember that. So on top of that, I just go take money, maybe end the rivalry to increase our prestige. Now, thanks to this, we can go and start our golden era, and that's gonna be super helpful because we have a lot of provinces to core, and we'll go start decreasing our inflation. No, cancel this core, and cancel this core. Destated, concentrate. That was very huge loss of admin mana, so let's just go and start reducing inflation further. So why don't we go and sell our titles? And I can change this useless privilege into yearly patriarchal rate, which would be super helpful over here. Just right now I have 1,400 nuggets, but I think I will save for the institution. Ooh, Poland just claimed throne of Austria. I just hope that they will actually attack the Austrians, because I have a mission to get union on Poland. So if I attack Poland that has personal union over Austria, I'll take personal union over both. By the way, just noticed that these little islands were also part of my state. So instead, I destated it and added them to my trade company. So now I'm gonna have my third merchant and far more income. This merchant can be used even in Crimea or in Aleppo. First, I'm gonna go and try using him in Crimea and see the difference in income. Right now it's 19.7, and after a month we've got 22.3. Yes, let's go and try Aleppo then. That's slightly less, so let's go and keep the merchant in Crimea. Last click of inflation, there we go. There goes the mission. Our trade income is gonna get a significant boost thanks to the trade efficiency bonus that we just got. Is 25.2. Can take my first patriarchality bonus, and I think I will go either for the stability of the country or the cost of embracing the institution, because it's gonna be a lot of money for us. You know what? I'll go for the stability of the country anyway, so this way keep the minimal amount of the rebels. Time to embrace the institution. Let's go. Thank you so much. Now the technologies are far cheaper. Still, I don't really want to take the military one so ahead of time. So instead of that, I would just go and develop one of our provinces just a little bit. For example, Toronto. Unfortunately, without prosperity, but it's not surprised with the bankruptcy earlier. Just up to 10. Just a few times. It's all extremely cheap, and that's gonna be lots of manpower for us. Keep in mind that there's one beautiful thing like stealing the technologies. So if you build spy network nation, let's say the Ottomans right now, that they are ahead in technologies compared to us, you are gonna get cheaper technologies depending on the difference in the techs. So for example, right now on the admin tech, I'm getting 3.4 tech cost. On the Diplo, I'm getting also 3.4 tech cost. Let me also start building spy networks, someone in Europe that is even more far ahead. Gold rush, perfection, we can start repaying our loans at last. Mr. Ottoman, this is it. Time to fix our borders. I'll go for the conquest of Sinop, as I actually got mission to conquer this province, and that's gonna be free admin mana for us. Let's go here, and you just carpet siege them. I'm gonna try good old trick, meaning I'm gonna win a battle with the Ottomans here. Just win. Now they're gonna start running away south to Gallipoli. Actually, I thought that they're gonna go try going through the strait, but they have no chance of doing so. So that's just a simple stack wipe without any problems. Goodbye, Mr. QQ. Thank you so much. Now I have 70% of the war score, so it should be pretty much enough to our goal. So take all of these provinces for good borders and as much money as they're gonna accept. Tick. Thank you so much. That's 50 admin mana. Thank you so much, double. And let's just go. Wadana costs a lot. This is part of our state. We had Cyprus stated. Okay, just this stated. It's gonna be far easier and cheaper for us because we have enough mana almost to do so. Just keep in mind how's our Gav capacity. Gav capacity is fine. Okay, let me just do this. Do this. And do this, then cancel coring and start doing so again. This way you are coring pretty much everything, and I want also to add everything to our trade companies in Constantinople and Aleppo. We also don't have any more loans and over 100 of income. Beautiful. It was like 40 at the start, right? Coalition? I did not even look at the AE that we've got in this war. How the hell we've got so much for just few provinces? Even the Timurids will be able to join. Oh, in the coalition. Mr. Timurid. How we improve relations with you. Okay, I'm gonna go scornfully insult one of your rivals. Which is gonna be the Mamluks. Send an insult. Scornful. Yes, now it's minus 19. We need just to count for them to not join the coalition. Why I will be improving the relations, but I think I misplayed that hardly. They still didn't join the coalition, so why don't we just send now a few ducats to improve by 4? They're positive, so no chance for them to join the coalition anymore. With the rest, I can deal with. Why don't I start annexing Bohemia just to have a cooler borders? And we need to look for ways of making that faster. First of all, of course, need just decrease our overextensions, that's gonna be easy, but we could also, for example, get a guy for over here, and another one over here once we finish the innovative ideas. There goes the Diplorep guy. With Diplorep guy, it's gonna be already 1609. I need to do that before 1600. 87 spy network on Ottomans is 8.6% of the tech cost on the admin mana. So let me just go over here, take it for 370 points. On the dip, it's same, 8.6, 265 points. Thank you so much. Getting back on these technologies, and I'm just unlocking new military idea group, which is not gonna be quantity. We have enough force limit and manpower. This is why instead of that, I'll simply go for the offensive ideas, because I don't have any other mana and I'm so in the mill points. So 1, 2, and soon the third one is coming. Freaking nobles, either stability lost or money lost. I'm not gonna lose stability, it's just...
So I'm gonna pay you $100 to fuck off.
This next idea is unlocking probably the highest bonus that Hungary is having, so no penalties on heavens and heretic provinces. This way, that should be almost absolutely no rebels and 100 religious unity. And 100 religious unity is this bonus, other stability for us. And I'm gonna claim the throne of Poland because it's time to take them down. To take them down, I'm actually building my second full cannon stack with 10,000 cannons, 10,000 cannons here for a maximum level on level 2 fort. And the third stack is just 20-0-2 to fight and siege down smaller forts. In theory, if I attack Poland and call my Riga and Brandenburg allies, we have more numbers than them. But remember, that considers a lot of numbers from Naples and a lot of numbers from Bohemia. This should be fine. Let me just go, declare, and of course it's gonna be Restoration of Union. Let's just go and take them down. You go to Poznań, you go to Warszawa. Can I go straight to Warszawa? I can't. Let's go to Przemyśl, and the third stack is gonna go for Kraków. I feel it's gonna be a 1v1 between Naples and Venice. Let's see the numbers. Venice is having 66,000. These guys have 68,000. Just these guys are focusing on me. This Venice just keeps besieging me, which I hate because... devastation in the gold mine! We cannot afford that to happen. Once I take these two forts, I'm gonna put all of my focus on pushing them back from my gold mine. Unless I keep seeing this endlessly. 71%. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna rush this fort down. I don't have time for this is outbreaks and sitting down for 5 years. No. Not this kind of stuff with me. Just go rush it and let's go south. Push them back. Just here in the meantime, I could try fighting the Poles. Let me just go and take a look at the combat. It's 29. So, I'm gonna attack with all of my artillery and 29,000 of infantry. Not sure if we can win with Poles on the quality of the armies. I'm afraid a little bit that we might be not. But I'm gonna take the risk. What the hell is their quality? They have 6.1 morale versus 5.3 of ours. So even with good reinforcements, we have no chance of winning with the wing hussars, especially that they're using a lot of cav over here. Nope, we're losing that hard and Lithuanians are coming to reinforce. Let me just go and run away from this. At least my allies are doing some progress on the north, but I'm afraid that Poland is just go and push them back in a second. This is why I just went behind the line of Venetians and they rushed back this fort here. This way, I can just go and refill the garrison, scorch earth, and go fight them in Temesh. And they attack me maybe not in Temesh, but in Sherem. So why don't we go and try fighting them in Sherem? But I'm not so sure if I'll be able to reinforce on time. I think I should be able to, because my army quality, at least in this case, is better. This is not a battle against Poles, this is just Venetians. Venetians not easy, but you can see Poles are coming on the force march here. So it's not gonna be that easy runs. Come on, siege it down faster. It's really hard to win over here. Army quality is complete shit. And we need to somehow push Poles back over here. This is gonna be hard. Let's see, maybe we just scare them off by standing next by. But I don't think that's gonna... Did they siege down like 20 days? Breach the walls, siege down to a few days, and now we need to wait. At least we got Warsaw, you can see Warszawa. And as you can see that they're sieging down more. As for the war score that we'll need to force the union, it's around 60%, so we are getting there. Let's go around the combat with again, so it's 29,000. Why don't I just create a template which is 30k, 29k, then out of this I will take 29 and go there. The rest of the army will stay in the main stack. Oh, my army's generals are pretty bad. Oh, this one is far better. These guys need to right now reinforce. I won't be engaging unless they stand on any of my forts. And I might try to Reorganizing Oltinia, but most importantly, regain the provinces in this state. So the devastation will stop dropping. Remember, we need to keep the prosperity for the gold mine. Why don't I try fighting Oltinia? I did not scorch it, but they don't really have many troops around, so I might win here before I even think about reinforcing. These guys might start coming closer just in case. Well, yeah, I think they're not even trying to reinforce. This is just perfect. 3 war score for us. And why don't I go and try just killing these Venetian tracks on the south? Poland is coming back on north. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We've got this covered. I'm gonna take another innovative idea, because I want to unlock this both diplomatic reputation policies. Can I finally wipe Peace Venice out of this war? I'm really sick of fighting you. 42-57 with one battle is 43-41. Thank you so much, goodbye. Now we only left with Poland and Lithuania. I think this is it. Taking the union as well as much money as they can accept. This way our players map mode is looking like that. We are Eastern Europe. But remember, there's one important thing when you're taking up personal union. If you roll dice and you have negative relations with PU, the PU breaks. At this point, both my Polish and Lithuanian PUs are gonna break. This is why I'm gonna go and start improving relations with both. The Jagiellonian Union mission is giving me max protect cultures and a diplomat. Ah yes, yeah, of course, coalition is right now dissolving because how many armies do you have? 40k, 60k, 40k, 60k, and on top of that, of course, 80k of our own. Question of faith, what the hell is this? -4 stability and legitimacy and we change to reformed. Why would I do that? Let's just get some prestige, keep it on 100, and we should get level 2 advisor here to get more mana. You know what, as I'm gonna play a couple of more years, meaning that until I finish annexation of Bohemia, I'm just gonna go. I would like to 1% loans, but of course they're not available. Just gonna go and take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of the loans. 11, 12, 13 loans. I'm gonna spend all of them on the manufacturers. This way, we are gonna increase our income significantly by the end of this episode. Why, in the meantime, I'll be slowly repaying these loans. You can see I still have 40 of balance, even though I'm spending 27 on the interest. Finishing innovative ideas is not only advisor cost, which are right now far better for us, but also a new policy which is infantry compatibility and another advisor cost together with diplomatic reputations. Now, this will focus 1 year earlier. While my relations with Lithuania are already positive, we are still improving with Poland. I need to find new nations that are having far better technologies to steal them from them, like for example Munster that has 16, 16, 16, but we need to find some worse spy detection than Munster itself. Ottomans is already there, I'm good getting the Ottomans. Constance is already also there, so on 2 I'm doing the spy network, but I need the 3rd nation, so maybe Denmark will be the good one. It's really like 3rd stability I'm losing today. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but it hurts our admin mana. At the same time, our manufacturers are ending in 100 days, and the time being, I already repaid 3 of our loans. Global trade, unfortunately not in our node, because it's bridge 63 of value, we've got 22 in Constantinople, very close. Actually, why don't I try putting a merchant in Aleppo instead of Ragusa, because how much I was earning in Ragusa? I think nothing. Let's just go. It's 34.5, that's 39.13, but still would be great to have a merchant in Ragusa. Why don't I just build up more trade ships, get it to 20,000. Oh, our ruler just died. As mentioned, good relations with Lithuania, good with Poland, they're disloyal, but they're still gonna be my vassals. 562s are new ruler, while new heir is 432, not the best but also not the worst. 12, 15, 8 mana generation, we just would have to boost the stability once and I'll do that. Anyway, let's see, we've got 108 income before the manufacturers are finished. After the manufacturers, that's gonna be right away 118 of income, and we need a monthly right now to also improve our trade income thanks to this. So it's gonna be in fact 121.8. Honestly, I expected more, but it is still totally worth it because the loans will be repaid really quickly. Also, build a flagship is gonna be a trade ship, trade power, engagement, morale, blah blah blah. Build them, and I'll build, let's say, 15 additional trade ships. At the end, I really want to boost our trade income by a lot. Is this a second gold rush today? I mean, I don't mind. Let's just go and repay all of the loans. Cancel the free enterprise here, so this will allow me to take 1% loans. With 1% loans, I can just go and repay majority of my 4% loans. So I'm just left with one more 4% loan at this point. And obviously, if someone deny it, maybe take something for the burgers, so soon I will also seize land from them. As I'm ahead in the admin points and have plenty of admin mana, I just go and decrease my inflation again, back to less than 5. Thank you so much, Bohemia, just take a look at that. The borders are even better. I will just have to fix these stacks. And as for the forts, I'm just gonna... Eger is actually important, it's a freaking gold mine. So I want to go and state at least this one and decrease the autonomy here to make sure that we're earning actual money from the gold. Two more things to do today is to finish offensive ideas, so we are up to date with all of the ideas. That allowed us some choice, but I don't think I'm gonna change anything over here in the setup. And last thing is going to take the 16th diplomatic technology to be also up to date with all of the techs and increase our income even farther than 150. There we go, just take it. So with this kind of player map mode, we have 156 of income. Remember, we started with 40. No stability, no legitimacy, no prestige. Behind in everything, right now we are up to date and we are absolutely the strongest country in game. So guys, if you did enjoy this rent campaign and you'd like to see more in the future, remember to leave a like on this video and comment for the algorithm purposes. And for today, thank you so much for watching and subscribe to the channel to get notified about the future videos. Bye!